Topic laser welding contents. What is laser welding? Working principle. Types of laser welding. Advantages of laser welding. Disadvantages of laser welding. Application of laser welding. Introduction. Laser welding is a welding process in which heat is generated by a high energy laser beam targeted on the workpiece. The laser beam heats and melts to the edges of the workpiece, forming a joint. The energy of a narrow laser beam is highly concentrated at 108 to 1010 W by centimeter square, so a weak weld pool is formed very rapidly. The solidification of the weld pool surrounded by cold metal occurs as rapidly as the melt. Since the time the molten metal is in contact with the atmosphere is low, there is no contamination and therefore no gradient is required. Working principle of a laser beam welding: 100% reflecting mirror, power supply, capacitor, ruby crystal, lens, weld area, two metal workpiece, flash lamps, partially reflecting mirror, laser light beam. The laser works welding works on the principle that when the electrons of an atom are excited by receiving some energy, and then after some time, when it returns to its ground state, it emits a photon of light. The concentration of this emitted photon is increased by the excited emission of radiation, and we get high energy focused laser beam. The laser amplification by simulated emission of radiation is named as laser. Working of a laser welding. Initially, the welding machine is set up between the two metal pieces to join at the desired location. Later, set up at a high voltage power supply is applied to the laser machine to perform an operation. The lens is used to focus the laser into the area where welding is required. CIM is used to control the speed of the laser and workpiece stable during the welding process. It starts the machine's flash lamp and it emits light photons. The energy of the light photons is absorbed by the metal of a ruby crystals and electrons are excited to its higher energy levels. Returned to their low energy state or ground state, they emit a photon light. This light photon against simultaneous the electrons of the atom and produces two photons. This process continues and we get a focused laser beam that is used on the desired location for welding multiple pieces together. Equipment of laser beam welding. Laser machine, CAM computer aided manufacturing, CAD computer aided design, shielding gas, power source. Laser machine. A laser machine is a machine that is used to generate lasers for welding. The main part of the laser machine are described below. Computer aided manufacturing. It is a computer aided manufacturing in which a laser machine is combined with a computer to perform the welding process. All control actions are performed during the welding process by CAM. This speeds up the welding process to a great extent. CAD, Computer Aided Design. A CAD stands for Computer Aided Design. It is a software in which we can design the job for welding. Here, the computer is used to design the workpiece and how welding is done. Shielding gas. Shielding gas may be used during the welding process to prevent WP from oxidizing. Power source. A high voltage power source is used to the laser machine to produce a laser beam. Types of laser used in laser beam welding. Gas laser. The types of laser use a mixture of gas for the production of lasers. It contains gases such as nitrogen, helium, and CO2 are used as the lasing medium. Solid state laser. In these types of laser, use many solids in synthetic ruby crystals, neodymium in glass, and in the yttrium aluminum garnet, the most commonly used. Fiber laser. The lasing medium in this type of laser is the optical fiber. Advantages of laser beam welding: easily automated process, controllable process parameters, the very narrow weld may be obtained, high quality of weld structure, very small heat affected zone, dissimilar materials may be welded, very small dedicated workpieces may be welded, the vacuum is not required, low distortion of the workpiece. Disadvantages of laser beam welding: the initial cost is high, the equipment applied is low, has a high cost, the maintenance of the LBM is high, laser beam welding is high due to rapid cooling infrastructures can occur in some metals. High skilled labors are required to perform laser beam welding. The welding thickness is restricted to 19 mm. The energy conversion frequency in laser beam welding is extremely low. It is usually below than 10%. Applications of laser beam welding. It is prominent in the automotive industry. so it is used in area where large volume production is required. It is employed for high precision welds as it does not use any electrode. The final weld will be light but strong. The laser welding is also frequently used in making of jewelry. However, laser beam welding is used in medical industries to hold metals together on a small scale. Thank you.